Hello, my hungry peeps! Welcome to our kitchen. We are here today because if you remember from last year, we tried to start a little tradition, which is that when we are close to Burns Night, which is in a couple of days from when this goes out, hopefully, we are making a little cooking video. Yes, this time it's gonna be less of a full-on production. You know, last year we did a lot. If you remember, we had a whole studio, we made 3 whole courses for you. We even taught you how to make your own haggis, which might come in handy today because we are gonna be talking all about how to sort of combine haggis inventively with other things. This is going to be less about cooking and more about assembly, like inspired assembly rather than cooking. Yes, that's my specialty. I mean, I don't think I did that bad in the video last year, so you know, please go watch it if you're interested in some serious cooking. This time it's only about cooking haggis hacks. We've got 3 haggises that we bought. I thought that 2 might be enough, but it's good to always have backup haggis. We got these 3, they were on offer, but it's the Simon Howie ones. Howie probably. Hello Simon, if you want to sponsor us next year on Burns Night, please send us an email. It's somewhere in the info on our YouTube channel. They look very posh and they were £2 each. The supermarkets these days do have quite a lot of haggis inspired things. They also have other kind of gems of Scottish cuisine because, you know, with Burns Night upcoming, that's just what supermarkets here do. But yeah, these were on offer for £2, which is nice, and one of them is the original and 2 of them are the vegetarian ones. And we're gonna start with something that I saw quite heavily promoted on Ailey from Plate Expectations channels, which is the Haggis Toasty, which seems pretty basic and I can't believe I haven't tried it before, but let's do that now. Okay, we're using some leftover cheddar from Christmas. That's why it has such weird angles, because it used to be shaped like a Christmas tree. It's smoked, so that might change our final verdict, but I didn't want to waste food. So. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I think that the next layer is going to be the haggis, which I have microwaved. Excuse the cat, he's making noises because he's an ass. And I thought to cut through all that savouriness, we could use I got this tomato chutney. I wanted something that's not too spicy, even though this haggis isn't extremely spicy. It's not as spicy as the one we made ourselves last year. So yeah. Okay, let's take it to the machine. Please ignore that our machine has a lot of like cheese crust on there. Don't look there.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, shame. Say goodbye to my fingies. Whee! And we are in. Oops. I didn't do any, like, ooh. Okay, so we have our first little haggis hack ready, which is the toasty, and I'm super excited. It smells really good.
I'm gonna burn the roof of my mouth off.
Ow!
The chutney really helps it as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it would work without it as well. I think that the chutney does bring in quite a strong flavor, but I'm surprised that the smoked cheese kind of like only supports the meatiness, if that makes any sense. On a scale of 1 to 5 haggises.
Cheese toasty good, haggis good, together, 5 haggises.
Yeah, as I get deeper into the haggisness, it's only getting better and better. Yum, yum, yum. So our next hack is gonna be something that when I asked what your favorite hack with haggis is, many people said it is exactly this, which is haggis nachos. I never tried haggis nachos. Surprisingly, pubs here don't do that super often, but they should, because it sounds amazing. And yeah, that's where some of this leftover haggis is gonna go to next. Wow, haggis really like visually doesn't have much to offer, I gotta say. Well, to be honest, if you just like fried up some ground beef, it would look exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
We have some new regular cheddar. And we also have the old smoked cheddar, so this is a posh combo of 2 cheddars. Welcome to Britain. Yeah, now we're gonna put this in the oven under the grill. Then we're gonna put on salsa and avocado and some coriander. Or cilantro, if you want. I don't think we've ever used the grill in this flat, because in our old flat the grill had some sort of like old plastic stuck on it, which meant every time you tried to grill something you would just feel like, well, that smells like chemicals. Yeah, so finally a good grill, hopefully. I don't know, we haven't used it yet. Whee. Okay, let's wait for the cheese to melt. I'm sorry, Simon is trying to follow my face and I'm kind of chaotically shoving it into the frame whenever I please. Favorite. Do you like coriander? Let us know in the comment section below.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Scottish cantina. Let's try this.
Yeah, let's.
I need more of them toppings.
Get a bit of everything on it, do you?
Well, yes.
That's great. Yeah. No, you're all missing out by not eating what we're eating right now.
Normally you get like some sort of like beef-based chili on your nachos. And I can't say that I'm missing those flavors in this, because like you get the tomato from the salsa and you know, some creaminess, and we didn't even put any like sour cream on top.
Well, we didn't really need to. We haven't got any jalapenos or anything like that in here, which would be can't speak. That would have been a good addition if we'd remembered.
But we did put the cholo down.
We did. Yeah. 5 out of 5 haggises.
Yeah, this is great. This is how people eat nachos, right?
Sure, why not? With a big spoon.
And now, to lighten things up a bit, we're gonna attempt to make a haggis salad. Chunks. So like in the original recipe we got inspired by, they are using the kind of like ready sliced haggis, which would probably look better than this. I used my mandolin to cut these apples beautifully. Whee! I probably don't need to put that many. I probably should have put on just a tiny bit. Oh well, it's not like I'm a designer or anything. If you want to make it just vegetarian and not fully vegan, you can also put on some cheese. So they were asking for, I believe, Stilton. That's the regular blue one, right?
Yep.
But we actually, in the fridge, since Christmas, we've had this Scottish blue, so that makes it even more appropriate for the occasion. We wouldn't want to eat this undressed. We have this diet culture nonsense, the the salad spray. I was kind of attracted to the sort of convenience of it. Sure.
The irony.
Oh, my teeth. The spray that kind of goes on the side is not very aesthetically pleasing, but I'm looking forward to trying this. It looks really nice. Salad time! This is the healthy course.
That's really nice. That's surprising. It shouldn't be surprising, but like it's a surprising flavor combination, I suppose. The sharpness of the cheese kind of balanced with the apple and all that yummy haggis.
Yeah, and like with the radishes, you get a bit of that like onioniness, but not too much of it.
I like the fact that it's a bit lighter than the last two things we've just had as well.
Yeah, it's refreshing after the cheese and cheese.
The cheese and cheese and cheese. 5 out of 5 haggises.
Yeah, so far these are very successful. Next up, we're gonna play with sweet potato. Is this scary?
Well, it made weird noises.
It's just a little potato toot. Okay, let's load this sweet potato. I picked a sweet potato over a normal potato just because I prefer sweet potatoes. And so this is a recipe or like a combination that is my own. Or not really, it's heavily inspired by my favorite taco from El Cartel. Not fully, just a little bit. So we're using the veggie haggis because I somehow thought that would be better. And I'm gonna I'm gonna add some spring onions. Yes. I don't really come from like a baked potato culture, so I'm always a bit confused about just like how much filling is supposed to go in it. I always feel like there's not quite enough considering you get like a whole huge potato. I'd be curious to know what your favorite potato filling is when it comes to baked potatoes. I think that I probably like cheese and beans when it comes to normal potatoes. But I got some pumpkin seeds as well. Good. And I've got some pomegranate bits. Are those called seeds?
I think so.
I'm making so much mess, but it's so colorful. Look at how colorful it is. Guys, can you hear like weird digging? That's our cat digging for victory in his little poo box. Oh my god. Cat, stop it, dudes. Ah, that went into my eye and I'm not wearing glasses. Ah, no. So as you can probably tell, it got dark outside, which means it's like 4 p.m. No, it's actually, it's 5 and a bit. So we also got some drinks.
Necessary.
Yeah, maybe that's gonna make this video even more entertaining for you. I don't know, how does one eat a baked potato? It's a mystery.
Messily, yeah.
You know what I would say the problem is here?
Go on.
That the potato and the veggie haggis have basically identical texture. What I think helps somewhat is that there's a lot of like crunchies on top. Between the pepitas and the pomegranate, that kind of saves it.
No, it's delicious. I love the sweet potato combination with all the other elements there. I think that's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I like that.
I find it slightly problematic that the veggie haggis and the sweet potato kind of blend together for me. I think maybe if we made this with the meaty haggis, then that might have been a bit better.
Rating?
I would say like 3.5 out of 5 for me.
3.5 out of 5 haggises. I'd say about the same, and I think it would probably go up if you used the meat haggis just for the texture difference.
Yes, but like as a healthy thing, possibly vegan if you use like a soy yogurt or something. I think it's very satisfying.
Plus it's really easy because you can just throw the sweet potato in the microwave for 8 minutes or whatever it is.
And then they get spooked by all the sounds it makes. So, I forgot to tell you that the next thing that we're doing is a haggis ramen. Actually, it's ramyun, so like a Korean ramen, because this is the only one we had. So this is like a seafood one. But we'll see, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. I mean, this is what this video is supposed to be about. So yeah, experimentation. Plop. All the crunchies. The haggis and seaweed. It looks kind of good. actually, I think that the haggis, even visually, is adding something to this dish. And I think that, like, because haggis obviously is made out of a lot of like offal cuts, things like that. I think that a lot of Eastern cuisine also like takes advantage of all of those pieces of meat. So maybe it is gonna work. Very spicy. Is it? I feel like for how somehow this addition, the haggis put into this soup broth, is making it so much spicier than I think it normally is. Because like you add the like extra pepper and like those extra spices.
Well, that's weird. Yeah.
Right? Like, isn't it like much like sharper than normal?
Yeah, like a much more immediate like spice hit.
Not bad though.
No, it's fine. I think that's yeah, no, it works really well.
Yeah, like I mean, if I had leftover haggis and I was, you know, needing some sort of like quick lunch and I had some Korean noodles, I think this would work great. I mean, it would be nice to try it with some more traditional kind of like Japanese instant noodles. Because those, I don't know, what do you think?
I think that it's something we'll try again and see what happens.
Yeah, like honestly, if I also had a hard-boiled egg on this, I think that would be real good. And then it would basically be halfway to Scottish breakfast. I would say like 4 out of 5. It is a bit out there, but there's like absolutely nothing wrong with it, apart from it being really quite spicy.
I think that's great. I'd say 4 out of 5. I think we could improve on it, but definitely worth eating.
Improving on it by adding egg. As many things are improved on by.
So, what's our last one going to be?
Well, we are now at the finish line, and it's also arguably the weirdest combination we're gonna try. When I was doing some research for this video, I was just kind of Googling like what people do with haggis, and you know, there's a lot of like very regular looking things, like, you know, something like the nachos we made earlier, or, you know, obviously people make pizza with haggis. That's something you can get in the supermarkets these days, so like it really isn't that special. But I have also noticed that one place in Scotland made a haggis ice cream, and I was thinking that like when you have like haggis, neeps and tatties, traditionally when you have haggis, it comes with like whiskey cream sauce. So I thought if we have, if we have dairy ice cream, just like regular milk flavor, nothing, no vanilla, just Mackey's creamy ice cream. And we put some haggis on top, and we put some whiskey on top, and yeah, what else? With something else also, like should we put like some like raspberry jam there or something?
Let your conscience be your guide. Let's find out.
Yeah, I feel like I finally kind of figured out what to. Yeah. Uh-oh, it seems like someone already got into this ice cream yesterday when she came from Sainsbury's. Okay, so base of now slightly soft ice cream. This would look nicer if we had some sort of nice scooper, but
we don't.
We don't, so we're just gonna. Yeah, like dairy ice cream is something that I only got to know and appreciate here in Scotland, because it's just one of those things that like you feel like it's like the most boring thing in the world. It's just like nothing flavored ice cream, but then you realize cream is nice, right? So yeah, so I think that okay, I am very unsure about this. It's like granola, but made of liver. I'm tired and slightly tipsy, which is probably the only state of mind in which I should be doing this.
Now you're going to put some jam in as well, or are you just going for whiskey?
Okay, sure, I can put in some jam as well. I'm gonna scoop like the runny bits from the top. Ah, well. Glob.
This is not going to go well. So, booze.
This is
cheap whiskey blend from Lidl's.
Yeah, this is the blended whiskey from Lidl, which has some like awards. Silver Spirit Challenge. But it's really good for like mixing, or it's really nice to put on porridge. So like there's a lot of uses for it, and obviously it's cheap.
It is cheap.
And it actually has like a really, you know, like when you have like rum and it has that vanilla smell to it, and that might just be like the Czech rum, which is actually not legally allowed to be called rum anymore. Well, anyway, it has a really strong vanilla note, which makes it great for wee. Not yes, vanilla note makes it great for wee.
Ready?
No. I'm worried. Are you ready? The culmination, the grand finale of our 6-course brunch, lunch, dinner.
It started out so tasty, but it's kind of expected, and has taken the weirdest of twists. Right, give me a spoon.
No, I was gonna feed you.
Oh! Go on then.
Here comes the airplane. Brr, 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 brr. It's Logan Air.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like you've eaten a haggis meal and a dessert and then thrown up, and it's the flavour of those two things combined as they come back out again.
I think, hear me out, I think if it didn't have the whiskey in it, it would be better.
Really? You think that's the problem here?
Yes.
I think of all the singular ingredients that you've added to that bowl, it's the whiskey that's the problem.
I think that initial punch of alcohol, like, automatically reminds you of a horrible night out.
That's all it is.
Well, let's see what happens if you just get out the non-haggisy things. Yeah, it kind of works without the haggis.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this was supposed to be all about experimentation, and what we've learned is that
haggis is not a dessert.
Yes, haggis does not a dessert make. If you're making a 6-course dinner, or you know, like a wedding menu, then perhaps the dessert should be the one non-haggisy, sans haggis sort of course. Ugh.
Well, that was, at least we know for sure now. That's
Yeah. So yeah, that's 0 out of 5 haggises from me.
Yeah, same. I think that's yeah, no, 0 out of 5. I was trying to think of a positive spin, but it wasn't coming to me.
Well, the only positive spin is that if you meticulously take all the haggis out, then you're left with a pretty nice ice cream dessert.
Yeah.
Okay then, that's it from us. This has been a long and interesting adventure. I think that we have both learned some interesting things, some interesting hacks, you know, what to do with haggis, and hopefully you've learned them with us. You've also learned that this doesn't work.
No.
But like overall, I would say that out of the 6 things, just like 1 fail is still a pretty good score. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I didn't think the ramen was going to work as well as it did.
Yeah, that was great. I think that actually like some like Scottish ramen restaurants should maybe consider, and I'm almost surprised, like I keep thinking like maybe there are ramen restaurants that do offer ramen with haggis, but I can't think of any.
We'll keep an eye out.
Well, anyway, if they start now, then we all know that they stole it from us.
Yeah, no, so we did this first, honest.
Yes.
And no one else should do this second.
But if you do, let us know in the comments below how much you hated it. Or, you know, like if you had COVID and you lost all of your taste buds, then maybe this will be an interesting play of textures and maybe no flavors. Yes, okay, that is the end of this video. We are so happy that you joined us, that you spent our fun Sunday with us like this. Let us know in the comments below if there's any haggis hacks that you employ at home in your like weekly menu building, or when you just come home drunk and you have some leftover haggis in your fridge and you know you get creative. We would absolutely love hearing from you on that. And as always, visit us on Instagram on KakiBot and KakiBlog, and I also have an Etsy store with some cute Scottish goods, including the haggis hunter pin, which would be relevant to this video. So if you're a fan of haggis, you should absolutely get yourself a haggis hunter pin. Okay, that is truly it. We will now probably just go vegetate on the sofa and watch Netflix.
Find something to get the taste of ice cream and haggis out of our mouths.
Oh, Queen Margot, thank you, little.
Work.
Okay, we are gonna see you soon.
Bye. What do you think, boy?
I think at least 4 out of 5 haggises.
Yeah, we're just neat haggis. Yeah.